Namaste, my witchlings, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, welcome. I am Di, your favorite yoga witch, spreading kindness and love, living a magical life through yoga. We have a birthday today. Jiminy Christmas. Oh. You know what? We're going to grab the goddess. We're going to grab the goddess and change our candle. Because apparently that one was deader than I thought it was. Deader. I'm having a day. Alright. There we go. Alright, so. Today is my very much beloved nephew's birthday. I absolutely adore him and love him so much. And I hope that he has the most amazing day, even if he is a surly teenager. Happy birthday, kiddo. We light our candle for the victims and survivors of violence, be it gun violence, domestic violence, or whatever, for our country. And we are lighting our candle today to be a beacon of hope and light to those who have lost their way and are stumbling in the darkness. With the lighting of our candle, our circle is now closed, and we invite the ancestors to join us today. There we go. All right, y'all. Welcome one and all to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care, where we are reading the cards, taking care of ourselves, and having a hell of a lot of fun while we're at it. So, go grab your favorite crystal. I'm going to play with my Uncle Kern's garnet today. Light your favorite candle or incense for that aromatherapy. Grab your cup of coffee or tea if that's your preferred brew, and let's get ready to hear today's message from the universe. Don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing and ring the bell so you know when we're doing this. All right. Take a sip of coffee. All right. And we are going to be a little bit of an announcement. We are going to be filming more of the B-roll for the Witchy 101 series introduction video and potentially recording video, the second episode of it. I am super excited about that. That will be happening day after tomorrow. Had to think about what day of the week it is today. And then we are going to be editing and hopefully able to drop the intro video to Witchy 101 sometime midweek to next weekend, and I am so excited for it. Oh, goodness. Apparently he lost something. So I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Okay. Let's see. But, oh, so we all know how much Di loves rose quartz. I have a ginormous chunk of rose quartz now. I'm so happy. And they're all, a lot of them are notated in his handwriting. I'm so happy. Uncle Kern is one of the few members of the Incubators family that I was allowed to interact with. Granted, the only times I did were when most of the rest of the family was around, but still. All right, y'all. Do we want to talk today's holidays now? Let's talk today's holidays. So, we're starting with 3 holidays. Number 1, I want to start my own business day. National Day of Service and Remembrance, and Libraries Remember Day. So, I want to start my own business day. Dreamers and doers unite. Today is Start My Business Day. Or shit. Today's Start My Business Day is a reminder that every idea can spark a future. Take one step, however small, towards building the vision you hold in your heart. That's how I got here, y'all. I am so excited. And then it is National Day of Service and Remembrance, honoring those we lost on 9/11 with acts of kindness and service. We remember through action, helping neighbors, volunteering, giving back. Service transforms grief into love and keeps memories alive. And finally, on a slightly happier note, today is Libraries Remember Day. Libraries hold collective memory, stories, histories, voices that deserve to be honored and preserved. As sacred spaces of learning and reflection, they remind us that remembering is both personal and shared. I love it. I love it. Wonderful. So apparently we had a glitch again. It's just, I'm so glad that this week is almost over because absolutely nothing has gone right this week. All right, y'all. Moving on. Where are we next? Okay, we're going to go chit-chat for a minute, and then we'll move on to the cards. Ooh. That's okay, Amy. The fact that you tried to keep most of them. I know I've got some of the notes, like this one. Amy said they tried to keep most of the notations. I have a couple of them that are just kind of stray, and I will find the stones they go with. Yes, your hair did go right, other than, finding out that the bleach was not nice. Hello, Batman. Oh, uh-oh. Why do you hate your religion class, Irish? Ha! Batman, I feel you. Man, Cat's just having a day. We were learning about actual pagans in religions, and these people are going to be adults soon. And they very seriously said, what did they said? I am curious. Curiouser and curiouser, right, y'all? All right, so, granted, you're in Ireland, so that does affect it some, but still, holy cheese whiz. Wow. I have no words. This is what happens when we don't maintain separation of church and state, and the government decides to take over the schools and tell the schools what they're going to teach. Hey, Americans. Hey, people from the U.S. This is what we are going to face very soon. Good grief. This is true. They are already putting the 10 Commandments into classrooms. But yet, they insist that the 10 Commandments be in every classroom, but yet they do not follow them. If I remember right, thou shalt not lie was one of the 10 Commandments. It's been a while. But, even better, thou shalt have no other gods before me, and what does... we're not going to go there, Di. It is Thursday. Oh my gods, I have no words. Okay, I was correct. And of course it was Amy that told me Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor or thy neighbor's possessions, essentially. And what do they do? Nope, 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 nope. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's whatever. It means you let your neighbor have their shit and you don't go steal it from them. What have we done to every freaking country in the goddamn world that had natural resources that we wanted? We went in and just fucking took the shit. Anyway, sorry, I'm ranting. Thou shalt honor thy father and thy mother. Well, 90% of us who are no contact with our parents get that one thrown in our faces a lot. Anyways, moving on. Let's go on to the oracle. Oh my god. Yes, let's go on to the oracle so I can show you guys exactly how much along the same lines that the oracles are today. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. That's our country, Irish, and yeah, and that's why it's so damned infuriating. People suck, man. People absolutely suck. Alright, so we have our oracle cards today. We have Dirt. Pride keeps us apart. You moved on. And once again, we have Never Again. Mind you, I shuffle these cards very thoroughly. And two of the three freaking cards are the same as yesterday. Ha! Alright. So, what do the cards all together tell us? Pride keeps us apart shows how ego... Okay, sorry about that, Al. Pride keeps us apart shows how ego builds walls instead of bridges. You moved on, searching for clarity and peace. With Never Again, you vow to protect yourself, refusing to repeat painful-ass cycles. These messages speak of separation, truth, and the strength found in honoring your boundaries. Okay, so we are being wise enough to protect ourselves. What do the tarot cards say so far? Alright, so our first tarot card of the day is the Two of Cups reversed. The Two of Cups reversed tells us that there is a minor dispute or a lover's tiff. This is a minor or temporary setback in a romantic relationship, potentially some unreciprocated love going on here. Next, we have the... Get the card in the right place. We have the Page of Cups. What the hell? I know, but I flipped the card over. It is the Page of Cups, not the Page of Cups reversed. Page of Cups, y'all. Emotional happiness and invitation, potentially indicative of a separation. And then next we have the Emperor reversed. Domineering, even tyrannical, a domineering, even tyrannical, power-hungry person who is misusing their authority to the extent they are hurting other people. This is only going to serve to cause problems when someone finally tells them exactly what they think. So, what do these three together mean? All right, now, moving on to all three cards together, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups reflects a lover's quarrel or setback, echoing pride's role in distance. The Page of Cups suggests possible separation, but also emotional honesty and new beginnings, mirroring our call to move forward. The Emperor reversed warns of domineering control, aligning with the vow of never again, a refusal to allow harm or misuse of power. All right. Booyah. Take a sip, and then we'll do all 6 cards together. Huh? Huh. All right. All 6 together. We have the Two of Cups tells us of a setback in love, a lover's quarrel, a tangle with pride. And the Oracle whispers here, pride keeps us apart. How often do we let ego build walls higher than our hearts can climb, right? Then the Page of Cups arrives. Yes, it may speak of separation, of walking away, and the Oracle echoes, you moved on. But in this moving on, there is not only loss, there is also clarity, an opening for emotional truth, for the new beginnings born from that honesty. Oh, but beware, my witchlings, of the reversed emperor. This is control twisted into harm, authority being misused, power that dominates instead of protects. And the oracle declares here, never again. This vow is your shield, your line in the sand, your promise that what wounded you once will not be allowed to wound you again. Together, these 6 cards speak of pride, separation, and misuse of power, but also of courage, clarity, and renewal. They remind us that when the masks fall away, when pride is set aside, and when vows are honored, we reclaim our sovereignty. And so, here we go with our affirmation. I cast aside the masks of pride. I honor my vow of never again. I choose truth over illusion, freedom over control. My spirit is sovereign. My heart is clear. I walk forward in courage, inviting only love that uplifts, only bonds that honor the real me. Ooh, that is a very powerful affirmation today. All right. So those are our cards. What do you guys think? Let me know. Hoofta. Uh-oh. Hey, Brosit. Let's see. We got a Mimi. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Run, Irish, run. There we go. Well, as a sister, I agree with Kat. You might lose your hand. Hey, Rolf. Hey, Mimi, you're good today. Yeah, the cards are definitely screaming at us today. Mimi, you are fine. You can hang out in the shadows and not do much. Just kind of chill. All right. All right. Dude. Check out this crystal cluster that was in the box. I have it sitting here and I've tried to, jab it into my wrist a couple of times. Yeah, it's a brand new to her car though, so and we don't, yeah, there's lots behind that. Yeah. We won't go there. But yes, we'll just say I am not the biggest fan of that particular sibling. Oi. All right, y'all. That too. All right, y'all. Let's move on to Namaste. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put that back in here. All right, so I totally didn't type in today's Namaste and self-compassion cards into the notes. Thought I did, got distracted. We're doing great. All right, so Today's Namaste card says to practice gratitude. Spend time throughout the day thinking or writing down the things you are thankful for, such as the morning sun, warm oats and fruit, the flower smiling back at you on your morning walk, a job to support your lifestyle, or whatever it may be. Noticing these little things and practicing gratitude is the first step in programming your mind to focus on the positive, while releasing the negative. Eventually, there will be fewer and fewer of these negative thoughts and less stress. Instead of, I don't think I can handle another day of this traffic, you might instead think, this commute provides me the time to listen to my favorite podcasts. This bright new outlook can bring positive changes throughout many aspects of your life. I hate doing dishes. I absolutely hate doing the dishes, but I have discovered that if I take my phone out and connect it to my speaker in the kitchen and listen to either music or even an audiobook, I can actually get it done and kind of enjoy it. So, hey, again, reframing how you think of things. Instead of going, oh dear God, I have all of these dishes to wash, think of it as, hey, we have lots of dishes to use to feed my family and my friends, and I very much enjoy sitting down to a meal with them, and this is what's left of it. So I get to clean up and make my house nice and calm and happy again. I don't know. It's a possibility. It's a thought. Let's move on to self-compassion. Making peace. Ask yourself if there is any part of you that resists self-compassion. If so, ask that part, how are you trying to keep me safe? Can you attend to those needs rather than attacking? With difficulty, but yes. Is there a reason you're yelling at me, young man? All right, y'all. Oh, goodness. Excuse you. No, you're staying over there. You're staying over there. All right. What are we doing? I know we're doing something. It's a day. Okay. So, y'all. Fun times here. Right. Good. That's what I did. Okay. Yeah, that is exactly what happens. Yay, Irish has his charger. Yay. Oh, I know. Man. I am not doing the greatest right now. I just got hit by some serious brain fog. I hate having friends without context is yes. All right, so let's chit chat about yoga in the wild here, shall we? Okay, so if any of my witchlings are local to the Seattle All right, we're going to play an ad here. You told me to read.
I did? When?
Let's just play the ad, please. If you are local to the Seattle area, specifically the Snoqualmie Valley area, I am facilitating a yoga class in the park on Friday evenings and guided meditations on Tuesdays and Saturdays, weather permitting, of course. If by any chance you are interested in joining us, the information is available on my website, yogawithdylin.com, under the book tab, and I honestly cannot wait to see everyone. Quick reminder, y'all, we are going to not be doing the daily divination and self-cares. Next week, we will do podcast, Friday night guided meditations, Saturday night bitch and witch, but there probably will not be any of that the week after. There will not be a Sunday coffee and cues. So yes, we are getting ready to go on about a week-long hiatus so that we can prep for our next season that starts the 1st of October. All right, y'all. What else are we doing here? Yes, we did get it taken care of. Thank you, Amy. I hear you, Irish. I've been there, done that. That happens towards the end of high school, friend. It really does. I've been there. All right. So, let's see. We're a goddess. Holy cheese. Today's goddess is interesting, too. Today's goddess. The Sphinx, as an Egyptian goddess, embodies the themes of harvest, protection, fertility, and beginnings. Did the picture show and I just didn't see it? There we go. She is closely tied to the Nile's flooding, which brought fertile waters to replenish the land for planting. As the guardian of the pyramids, she watches over abundance and growth, ensuring protection and productivity as autumn's harvest approaches. Her symbols, water, sand, and pyramids, reflect both her connection to life-giving cycles and her steadfast guardianship. Now, in September, the Egyptian Coptic New Year aligns with this fertile season, marking fresh beginnings. To honor the Sphinx, one may place a pyramid-shaped object over a symbol of need, inviting her to watch and bless that matter. Rituals with sand can strengthen her presence, casting it in each direction: east for hope, south for energy, west for love, north for firm foundations, and the center to unify, typically when you are casting your magical ritual circle. With this act and the invocation, Great Watcher, Lady of the Pyramids, let the magic begin, one calls upon her power to guide, protect, and provide. That is today's goddess. What do you guys think? Let me know. What do you guys think of her? I don't know how I feel about the Sphinx being a goddess. All right. Let's move on to Zen. All right, so first we have a short biography of Crazy Cloud. An eccentric genius revered as much for his wit as for his understanding, Ikkyu Sojun, 1394 through 1481, is a beloved figure in Japanese Zen. He was rumored to be the son of an emperor and lady-in-waiting. A brilliant child, he delighted in exposing the hypocrisy of the stultified and corrupt Zen of his era. Later, he sought out the most uncompromising teacher of his day. After years of pushing himself through severe training, he experienced a sudden enlightenment when, drifting in a boat across Lake Biwa at night, a crow raucously cawed. After the death of his master, EQ wandered for the next 30 years, living among all segments of society: nobles, merchants, prostitutes, authors, and artists. He enjoyed the pleasures of woman and sake and continued to spit in the face of orthodoxy. Is he Father Nathan Monk's patron? EQ, who gave himself the name Crazy Cloud, was an influential painter, calligrapher, and poet. I am going to be sharing 2 of his most beloved poems. First is Void in Form. When, just as they are, white dewdrops gather on scarlet maple leaves, regard the scarlet beads. Form in Void. The tree is stripped, all color, fragrance gone, yet already on the bough, uncaring spring. Oof. I actually get that one now. Damn. And that, my darlings, is our moment of Zen. So, move stuff around so I can put the candle. Don't grab the coffee cup, grab the candle die. All right, y'all. Yeah. With our candle, we also acknowledge the survivors, the victims, and everyone who has lived through 9/11. It was not a fun day. And we have been dragging through chaos ever since. For the last, oh my God, it has been 24 years. So damn near a quarter of a century. And now, as we extinguish our candle, our circle is opened, and we extend our undying gratitude to the ancestors who joined us today. So let's go out there now. Spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness, because there is so much hate, discontent, and darkness out there. Can we please try to be beacons of light and hope? Make sure your loved ones, human, scaly, furry, and feathered, know that you love them beyond all measure, because we do not know how long we have with them. And that phone call sucks. I'm grateful to the witchlings who have stuck around here until the end. If you enjoyed the video, hey, thank you very much. Do the whole like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell thing. And then let's appease the algorithm gods. Leave a comment of at least 7 words. Tell me your favorite crystal, your favorite candle or incense scent, your coffee order, something. Or if you don't want to give anything personal, Panic at the Disco. Hey, look, die, I made it. Yay, it works. Yay. Now, you guys, once we're done here for the afternoon, please go outside, touch some grass, and have a wonderful magic-filled day filled with kindness and joy. And always remember, my darling witchlings, you are loved. You are wanted, you are needed, and you genuinely do have a purpose here, even if you haven't figured out what it is yet. I was in my 40s before I found mine. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Namaste, witchlings. Your subscription ensures you never miss a moment of mystical insight, especially if you ring that bell, for a deeper dive into exclusive content, behind-the-scenes glimpses, bonus blog posts, monthly rituals, and my weekly yoga classes. Consider popping over to Patreon and joining the coven there. If you're feeling particularly generous, a virtual coffee is always appreciated. This Gen X witch, raised on 80s vibes, thrives on caffeine and a dash of well-placed sarcasm. Are you seeking personalized guidance? Well, in that case, visit yogawithDailin.com to schedule a one-on-one yoga session where we can work together to restore balance and alignment to your mind, body, and spirit. I'm honored to craft meaningful rituals and services for all life's milestones. House blessings, cleansings, spiritual life coaching, and personalized tarot and pendulum readings are also available. Check out those offerings at dietheyogawitch.com. Don't miss out on your daily doses of divination. Tune in tomorrow for another episode, Monday through Saturday, same bet time, same bet channel, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. And there's even more enchantment to weave into your week. Join me for our weekly rituals. Sundays, let's all gather around the cauldron for Coffee and Cues with Di the Yoga Witch at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. Bring your favorite brew and we'll delve into the mystical and the everyday, answering your questions and sharing the witchy wisdom I've gathered over the last 3 decades. Thursdays, tune into Di the Yoga Witch podcast for a fusion of yoga and witchcraft designed to inspire and uplift. Friday and Saturday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Seattle time, we offer some unique experiences. Fridays are for relaxation and interconnection. We zen our way into the weekend and unwind with guided meditation or yoga nidra asana, tapping into your inner magic and bringing that magical life into your yoga practice. Saturday evenings, brace yourself for Bitch and Witch Angry Veteran Rants. I will be tackling current events that spark my passionate opinions, offering perspectives and suggestions for positive change.